So you want to invest in real estate. You're convinced it's a good investment, but you don't think you can because you don't have a good credit score and you don't have a ton of extra cash. Luckily for you, there's a lot of ways to make a lot of money in real estate with no money and a horrible credit score. So in this video, I'm going to go over those ways so you can start investing in real estate now, no matter what your situation is. Before I get into those options, make sure to hit that like button. You know why. Hit it. We buy over 200 houses a year and don't use any of our own money. Yeah, we're a pretty big company, but I know a lot of wholesalers that wholesale here locally that do it on the side or do it full time and make a lot of money. They make $5, $10, $20, $50,000 on the side. I even know some people that do it full time and make a couple $100,000 without using any of their own money. So it can be done. We're proof of it, and I know a lot of people that are doing it every day. Your possibilities are pretty much endless if you know what to do and where to look. And I'm going to show you that now. The only thing you can't really do is own bank notes on rental properties if you don't have money or credit. Well, actually you can. So at the end of this video, I might even drop how you can own rental properties with bank notes, even with a bad credit score and no money. If you want it bad enough, you'll think of creative ways to make it happen. Plus, you have this video. So let's go. The first and simplest option is to wholesale real estate. You don't need any money or any credit because you're not closing on properties. The only time you need that money is if you're going to actually physically close on that property and own it. Whether you're going to flip it or rent it or wholesale it, you only need the money if you're going to close. So wholesaling real estate without closing is the #1 way that most people get started, and that builds into other things. So what you do is you get a property under contract to purchase. You get a sheet of paper and you get a property under contract to purchase on that sheet of paper to buy it. And then you take that sheet of paper and you sell that to a real estate investor with money. Obviously, you have to go out and find the deals. I have a lot of videos on how to find the deals, but you go out and find the deal, get that paper signed, and then you can mark it up $5, $10, $20, $30,000, whatever makes sense. And then you sell that paper to the end user, the investor. And then at closing, they pay for it, they close, their money gets wired to the title company pays the seller of the property their money, and then however much you marked it up, you get a check for that. And you obviously didn't have to use any of your own money because you're not closing. A lot of people will say, well, you need earnest money to put down on that contract. The simple fact is most sellers don't ask for earnest money if you're getting a direct to seller lead. Some do, but most don't. Even if you do have to come up with a couple $100 for an earnest money deposit, you can be able to figure that out because you're going to get that back. You're not giving that away. That's just going down on the property $200, $300, $400. You're getting that back at closing. So it's not really out of pocket. It might be out of pocket in the short term, but if you're going to make $20,000 on a wholesale, you can figure out how to come out of pocket a couple $100 to make that seller feel comfortable with that earnest money deposit. The second option is to fix and flip. Yeah, you're going to close on the property, and yeah, you're going to rehab the property. However, you don't have to use your own money to do it. And if you use a private money lender, they're not going to look at your credit score because it's a relationship-based business. They will lend to you because they have a relationship and know you. And yes, you can find private money lenders. I have several videos on this channel about that. So you borrow money from somebody else. I actually learned about this a few years ago before I even started investing, watching Flip or Flop. They would go to their private lender, somebody that would give them the money to buy the house and fix it up. Then they would sell it and they would split the profits with them. So I knew about this, but I didn't really know exactly how it worked. So here's how it works. You develop a relationship with a private money lender, and they will give you the money to purchase the property and to fix it up. So they will finance 100% of the purchase and the repairs. And then you go to sell it, and you either split the profit with them or they get a certain percentage, usually that 8 to 12% annualized return on their investment. Yeah, this is a little bit harder, but it does not require any money or credit because you're using other people's money or credit. You can find a hard money lender. Most will look at your credit score and look at your income. Not all, but most will. So that is a fringe option for some people. However, finding a private money lender will solve that problem. If you want to get into rental properties, you do have one main option that doesn't require money or credit, and that is owner finance. That would be if you're buying the property from somebody that has a lot of equity in the property. Let's say it's a $200,000 house and they don't owe any money on it or just owe a little bit of money. They would sell that to you, and then you would just make monthly payments to them from the rent that you're getting. You don't have to come up with the money yourself. You would figure out the terms with them. There's a ton of different terms you can get into. There's a ton of different ways to structure it, so we're not going to go into those details, but that owner acts as the bank, and if you're giving them a fair enough price and if you get the property rented, you use the renter's money, the rent, to pay that owner every single month. They're just kind of acting like the bank, and more than likely, if you developed a relationship with them, they're not going to look at your credit score, and they may even not want any money down. So at the beginning of this video, I tease how you can go to the bank and get a bank note on a rental property with no money or no credit. And the best way to do that, honestly, is a way I know a lot of people do, and that is partnering with somebody that has some money, whether it's an older sibling, a parent, a friend of a parent, somebody that has some money, has a job, and has a credit score, and they want to invest in real estate, but they don't have the time to do it. So you bring the hustle, you find the deals, you use all the stuff we show you all over this channel and all over my other social media platforms. You go find the deal, you do the work, you manage the contractors, you do everything, but they're just providing the money to do it as well as the credit, and they get to split it with you or get a certain percentage ownership. So just getting creative is what's key, and just figuring out how to do it, thinking outside the box. Real estate provides endless solutions no matter what your situation is. Real estate does not discriminate. Obviously, some people's situations are different, but if you're willing to turn over every stone and work hard and get creative, you can make it work in real estate. Real estate allows for options if you're willing to work hard. Of course, it's easier if you have money, but if you don't have money or credit, don't stop. You can invest, you can make money. So just work hard. Go over the options in this video, see which one's best for you, but these are ways that people are buying real estate and flipping real estate and wholesaling real estate every single day without using any of their own money or credit. I've showed you the options. It's up to you now. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. I come out with this kind of stuff all the time, trying to help you get to where you want to be.